Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Oscar, and I believe it's hard to believe how fast Bitcoin, crypto, and blockchains are moving nowadays. Just last year, 2021, almost passing the all-time high of Bitcoin at $70,000, added as legal tender in El Salvador, also added in different governments and big corporations like MicroStrategy, of course, Michael Saylor. So it's insane. Make us wonder. I mean, me as a millennial, are we really going to be using these technologies in the next 20, 30 years from now? Are we really making the right decisions, right? Well, big companies like Facebook, right, formerly known now Meta, are really rebranding and now changing that last year and making Decentraland and Sandbox explode all the way to the moon back in November 2021. And now when we're seeing how the metaverse is changing, not only just big corporations making those moves, but the community tokens, the community brands are doing that. That makes us wonder, wow, do I have a shot? And I believe we do. Even you can create your own project and create a metaverse out of it. It will take a lot of time and work, but we can do it. And that is want to talk to you by the end of the video. Some cool NFT metaverse projects that you want to take a look at because you don't want to miss it, right? If we want the next 100x project, let's just be rich about it, be wealthy, finally get out of our, hamster wheel and our 9 to 5 job. I believe we got to pay attention to what's happening in crypto and Bitcoin. If you like only cryptocurrencies and you don't like NFTs, great, I have an answer for you. But if you also like crypto and NFTs and the metaverse stuff, well, get ready. Sit down, relax, stay, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe, and turn on those notification bells. Let's go ahead and get started with this concept, guys. The metaverse. What is the metaverse? Where are we heading? Well, guys, it hasn't been 1 year since Facebook renamed to Meta. And we've seen just the massive waves of different companies and crypto moving and the crypto moving. I really liked how Decentraland, Sandbox, Gala exploded all the way to the moon. Right now, of course, they're down and some other different cryptos are up. But the first one that started it all in my life, in my journey as a crypto investor, was Decentraland, which is, almost 500,000 followers. Of course, there's other different crypto in the metaverse that have way larger audiences, but I played Decentraland before. I see it, I like it, and I will consider this metaverse to be one of the top developed ones because there's only some metaverse. And that's why the metaverse is changing, it's evolving, it's growing. Not only big corporations or big companies that are focused on this 24/7 can do it, but guess what? Shiba Inu, baby. Some of the projects that are coming in right now, very early, if you're watching this video right now, today, in April 2022, well, guess what? They just announced that they're going to be having, of course, this metaverse. It's already up. The website is up, chip.io, and you can follow the instructions, engage with the community, join the Discord, and boom, you will have a chance of buying one out of more than 100,000 plots. Same goes with Decentraland, where you can get inside and buy stuff with Ethereum, get involved, buy NFTs inside Decentraland and stuff like that. So it is a virtual world that allows communication from anyone, anywhere. It's like an online gaming, console game that I played many times. But instead of just gaming for fun or just to win some type of ranking rewards like Call of Duty or whatever back in most days, right? Those good days. Now here you can earn some cryptocurrency coins that are developed by that metaverse. Like in Axie Infinity, you get some SLP, smooth low potions that I bought outside that ecosystem. Hopefully does well later on, right? But the point of this is everything's been changing right now. Shiba Inu is one that is coming in that is pretty cool. A lot of people are excited, but guess what? Even Wendy's, metaverse this, metaverse that, welcome to the Wendyverse. I have no idea what they're trying to do, but I can only know that, okay, the metaverse, there's not one but many, and any brand, any company, any community can create their own something that is personalized to them. And take a look at how this works. You may have a brand, and then on top of that brand, you have a cryptocurrency, which indeed gives economy. It gives a sense of financials. It gives a sense of buy and supply and demand and all of that, which creates a marketplace, right? Buy and sell, bid and sell. Now, when you have that, you can create a world that currency can live, either if you're doing a ERC20 token or not, whatever, like many of the ERC20 do, like Shiba Inu ApeCoin. So what happens is that once you do that, then you can create your own metaverse, you have your own brand, you have your own cryptocurrency, And that's what you do it, which is great. Anyone can do it. In this case, Wendy's, well, we know it's a nice food chain restaurant, and now it seems that they have a little game where you can probably earn points. You can kind of they want to reach to the cryptocurrency community, of course, and that's what they're doing. And probably there's gonna be some NFT associated to this idea, and they'll be able to buy stuff, points, and go and buy. I mean, just insane. And anyone can do it. Next one, guys, Arcade. Arcade, this is insane because this is associated with Bored Ape Yacht Club. Of course, not one directly from Yuga Labs, but they're going to be using, as you can tell in the picture, some Bored Ape Yacht Club images. So they do have a collaboration, some CryptoPunks, and other different stuff. They just closed their Metaverse sale yesterday for the public, and everything's out, and it's insane. And it's, of course, growing in more than, almost 10,000 pieces. Crazy, right? Next one, the Sandbox. Of course, we know the Sandbox. I play the Sandbox. They have who? Snoop Dogg, right? So how do you differentiate from a garbage project to a good project? All the partnerships, all the founders, the developers, the community, how trustable they are, how open they are, how big they are. That really helps. Sandbox, Decentraland. I'm sure Shiba Inu hasn't launched, but it's gonna be great. I mean, we know that they're a legit project. In Sandbox, I mean, what can I tell you? Some of their plots are worth, I mean, dozens of ethereum, and it's pretty interesting how people pay for that. And there's more alpha season coming in. If you trying to get away from ethereum because you don't like to pay gas fees or so, welcome to Cardano. And there's many more other metaverses out there in different blockchains, right? Each blockchain has its own projects, its own collaborators, developers, and of course metaverses. And Pavia.io was one, I believe it's one of like the first Cardano metaverse, and it's growing really well. A lot of people like it, but still not compared to, let's say, Sandbox or Decentraland. It is barely beginning. Here's another one. You probably have heard, if you heard of Bored Ape Yacht Club, you probably have heard of Bosca Rocket Club, which they kind of, I mean, they're of course different, but they're trying to mimic something in a way as far as even the logo, right? Well, guess what? Bus Planet, they have a Bus Cat Rocket Real Estate, where they have a metaverse. They're trying to build a metaverse. And guess who is now their new partner? Manny Pacquiao, the boxer. That's not bad, right? And if I turn up the volume here, I believe at the end he says like, hey, let's go with it. There he is. So that's pretty cool. I mean, gotta give shout outs to whoever deserves it. That, in my opinion, all of these are great opportunities if you're a beginner in the metaverse, and probably you have heard about this. If not, please go ahead and take a look at them. But what am I waiting for now that most of them are out or most of them are ready to buy? The Bored Ape Yacht Club metaverse that is coming in April 2022. Yes, made from Yuga Labs. They own many different projects that are worth millions of dollars, CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, and Meebits. And of course, they're now working on their metaverse. 200,000 plots of land, probably one each Ethereum or so. They're still working on that, but it's coming this month. This is going to be a great opportunity for you and me to make a lot of money, in my opinion, because it's coming from a great, reputable, organization, and it's insane. And I like that. Look, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, of course, it's an NFT collection. They have way more followers than, what is it? Let's say Sandbox. Well, more than Decentraland, less than Sandbox. But you can take a look at where probably this is going to be headed once they have that out. And you know what they're going to be using as currency, right? Let me see if I find it. No. But anyway, you know it. ApeCoin, that completely destroyed everything, which is right here. Let's say you don't like the metaverse as plots of land. You don't want to deal with NFTs. Great. Come in here and buy some crypto. We have Mana, Tether, Axie Infinity, Sandbox, ApeCoin, Stacks, Engine, you name it, right? Like I mentioned earlier, this exploded once the metaverse time came in 2021 November. Exploded all the way to the moon. Now they're down. So you can always have to kind of find how the market is trending by looking, of course, at the Fear Greed Index. Right now it's neutral. Oh, baby, this is going to be amazing. This is what a metaverse is. These are some of the projects that I'm looking at. Now you know. Now you don't have any excuse. Buy some very cheap, mint them. That'll be the key for financial success. Thank you very much for watching, guys. The metaverse is changing for good. It's going to be a long-term process. It's not guaranteed success, but if you do it right, we'll make it, everybody.